We're gonna start this video by asking a question. Have you ever felt like you're playing a game of follow the leader with your content? You see what's working for everyone else. So naturally, you try to do the same thing. But did you notice that it felt forced? Maybe you're posting 3 times a week because that's what the experts say. Or maybe you're trying to make your videos exactly 10 minutes long to please the algorithm. You're following all the rules, but you still feel like you're stuck in a content factory. The truth is that the feeling of being stuck is a symptom of what I call the content bottleneck. What is the content bottleneck? For starters, it's not a lack of good ideas, but rather it's a lack of your own rules. For years, we've been told there's a magic blueprint for success. A step by step guide on how to get viral views and 1 million followers. We see people who have already made it, and we think, I need to do exactly what they did. So we copy their style, their video length, even their posting schedule. But here's the lie. That blueprint worked for them because it was built around their strengths, their audience, and their unique voice. When you try to fit your unique message into someone else's box, we'll use this box for example. Let's say this is the box. When you try to fit your unique message into this box, it feels like you're wearing a pair of shoes that are 2 sizes too small. You can walk in them, but it's uncomfortable, it's slow, and eventually you just get sick and tired of the freaking fricked pain. So, what happens if you keep walking in those tiny, tiny shoes? First, your content loses its soul. It starts to look, sound, and feel just like everyone else. In a world full of noise, blah, 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 being generic, for lack of better words, just don't do it, my friend. Second, you get burned out. When you're constantly fighting against your own natural way of creating, it feels like a chore. That passion you started with, it just fades away. You start to dread making videos because you're more focused on checking off a to do list than on making something great. You might be getting views or some growth, but it never feels like enough because you're constantly focused on what you're supposed to be doing instead of doing what feels right. So, how do we fix this? Screw the freaking fricked rules. We throw out that old freaking blueprint and we write our own freaking blueprint. This isn't about ignoring best practices entirely. Rather, use those best practices as your starting point, not the final word. We're building your personal content manifesto. I know, fancy words to describe a new set of rules built specifically for you, your brand, and your audience. New mindset is the key to creating content that feels natural and gets you the real results without you having to force the results. It's about freeing yourself from the shoulds and the musts. Here are the 3 steps that we're going to follow to help you build out your personal content manifesto. Step 1, audit your current content rulebook. Here's how we're going to do this. Oh crap, I don't got a notepad with me. Wop wop. We're just going to use my hand as a notepad. We're getting creative here, my friends. I know, we're using my freaking hand. Shut up, we're doing it. Grab a notepad or open a new note on your phone. In fact, I'm going to do it right now. Where's my stupid notes? Alright. So we got the note. I want you to write down all the rules you feel pressured to follow with your content right now. Be honest with yourself. This might be like, my videos need to have a new topic every single time. I should be posting a short video every single day. My video intros must be super fast and hook the viewer in 5 seconds. Better make the text bigger. Oh shoot, how the frick do you use this freaking software? So once you have your rules down, and don't judge them, just list them like I did. This is the first step to seeing the invisible chains that might be holding you back. Now we move on to step 2, which is the rule-breaking experiment. In this step, you're just going to pick one of those rules, the one that feels the most draining. For the next 2 weeks, I want you to break that rule on purpose. For example, I'll select a rule from my list of rules and make it and highlight it so you can literally see it. For example, if you wrote down, I should post every day, your experiment is to no more of that stuff. Instead, spend that time making one good video that's longer and more in depth. Give it your full attention. The goal is to see what happens when you prioritize quality over quantity. Does your audience respond better? Do you feel more excited about making content? Pay attention to the results. The results will tell you more than any guru ever could. Now for step 3. This is where we will build your manifesto, your personal content manifesto. So based on what you learn, start to write your own simple rules. Your manifesto might just be a few sentences. It could be something like, oh, and I'll write it here too. I will create one high quality video per week that gives my audience maximum value. My content will focus on my expertise, not on what's trending. I will only post when I have something meaningful to say. So here's my personal content manifesto. See, it doesn't have to be a full book, only a few short sentences of rules that you will create, and you will follow your own rules every time you sit down to create more content. So this manifesto is in the jail cell. It's your freedom document because it allows you to ignore the noise and focus on what truly matters for your content and your business. I've seen creators go from feeling completely stuck to getting great results with this method. I know a creator who felt pressured to make a short, fast paced video every day. They didn't like the process. They were tired and their content felt empty. They decided to break that rule. Instead of daily shorts, they spent all their time creating a single, long form video each week. The result was their views, watch time, and engagement actually went up, not down. Their audience connected with the deeper, more valuable content. They were rewarded for breaking a rule that didn't serve them. And before we close off the video, once you shift your mindset from making more content to making better content and realize that the only person who can write the rules for that is yourself, that's when you're going to start to slowly start to see changes with the results from your content strategy. So here's the first step. Down in the comments, tell me what's one content rule you're ready to break. And if this video helped you, please hit the like button and subscribe for more valuable tips on how to build a content strategy that actually works for you. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Woo!